Well, here we are back again with part 3. And then go back to this commentary to get through the rest of this show here. The Jim Ross saying, my God, what an ovation! This could give him some serious momentum for the future. And he may definitely be right about that. So, here's the results here, guys. Pretty much what happened with Willow and Rockstar, Spud, and TNA, well, it happened pretty much the same, except Sean Deff wasn't disqualified due to the match being a no DQ match. So Nick Money having a, very, very short-lived advantage in the beginning. Sean Deff quickly ended up having them trapped up in a tree of woe position. Got that umbrella and, ouch to Nick Money's nuts. That running umbrella shot, and then Sean picked him up, would drop him with a twist of fate, but he wasn't done there. He would then lean Nick against the ropes and spear him through. Both men go flying to the outside through the ropes here. Sean cracking a maniacal laugh, got a chair and a ladder, set him up in the ring, went back out to get Nick Money, and he brought him in, then dropped him with a Maverick Death Cutter. And yes, that is a variation of the Fireman's Carry Cutter. Then wrapped Nick Money's leg in a chair. Sean would then climb the ladder and go fly to the Maverick, which is a Swanton variation. Swanton Bomb variation. He would do that off the ladder onto the chair, just about crushing Nick Money's leg here. He looked at the crowd laughing, finally did a cutthroat taunt before locking Nick in a variation of the Texas Cloverleaf that he calls the Death Line. Nick Money would have no choice but to tap out. And go to your commentary team here. Rage saying, well, this couldn't have been more one-sided. What aggression showed by Black Maverick Sean Deff. And Pierce saying his bit, I haven't seen anybody get hit in the nuts like that before. And Jim Ross saying after that, after all that torture, damn, I'd hate to be Nick Money right now. And that cloverleaf looked very painful. And your winner, of course, Black Maverick Sean Deff. And we go to a fatal four-way for the CRW Elimination CRW, my bad, not Elimination Championship. CRW European Championship here. Austin Uhas, the Guardian, Austin Uhas versus Austin Scythe Miles versus the CRW European Champion Jin Kazama versus Eddie Kilbane. And here we go. I can't lie about this song title here. It's Marilyn Manson, of course, so you gotta figure. It's from the Saints Row 3 game as well, so it fits. Arma Goddamn Motherfucking Geddon by Marilyn Manson hits. The crowd was cheering the song, but then it turned to boos when Eddie Kilbane came out, made his way to the ring, and he was really doing what he could to trigger that crowd reaction. Flipping the crowd off after getting in the ring. There's some technical difficulties here with the script. Voices by Disturbed would then hit. And we go to an interview with Austin Miles, who has gone through a lot of references lately. Guys, check out that guy's profile picture. He's on my friends list on my Facebook page. His name is Austin Miles. This guy looks like Austin Aries without a beard. So, for real. So, you'll get the references he makes in this interview. But, from some old gimmicks that he's had to, basically the fact that he's ready to use his real name now. And acknowledge the fact that he's comfortable with it all. So, here it is. An interview with Austin Miles. Said, why have Cena in my name? Why use Scythe as my last name? No, Scythe is now just an alias because a superstar like me cannot truly come full circle unless he's comfortable with acknowledging his real name on TV. And it's time for me to do that. And tonight is here's your Austin Aries reference. The greatest man of CRW makes an impact, and he even makes a call out to Austin Aries saying, I hope you're watching close, Austin Aries. See ya soon, twin. His last word that he says right here, twin speak. And of course the camera pans back out to Austin Scythe Miles, finishing up his Austin Aries style entrance. I gotta say, definitely some words there by Austin Miles. Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold. Of course, the crowd rising to their feet for Austin Uhas, garnering one hell of an ovation as he did his guru type entrance, the little prayer thing. And yeah, he's out, he's good. Then you go to your commentary and you got a little bit more here. You got a Rage saying, a betting man would have to put his money on Austin Uhas. He is such a favorite in this European title match. Pierce, though, evidently they put the money on this match. Listen to this. Well, there's a reason I'm making hashtag millions of dollars for real. As much as Austin Uhas is a badass, I'm going to have to go with the champ, Jin Kazama. And Jim Ross must be really, really hungry, beginning to pretty much bitch out both Rage and Pierce here. Listen to you guys. Betting, making, player, expecting, making, and player. Damn, I want some freaking barbecue from... And then he looked at the camera all weird like that. JR's barbecue. And just a weird face. Couldn't help but crack up watching that. And the Dragon theme song from on the WWE games is currently being used by Jin Kazama. Is he recalled Rage of the Dragon or Rise of the Dragon, one or the two? It's been a while since I got to check that out on the menu. But either way, that played as the CRW European Champion. Jin Kazama made his way down to the ring, and the crowd was very much behind him. What can we say here? Here we go. This match was really impactful from the start. We see Austin Uhas try to nail Austin Miles in the early going with the death warrant, but Austin Miles reversing it, slipping out. Killbane looked strong until Austin Uhas brought the fight to him, and reigniting an old Saints versus Luchadors rivalry. Jin Kazama intervening, and really putting on a show. Austin brought out some of the devil Gene from inside as Gene unleashed a brutal spinning backhand combo, topping it all off with a spinning crescent kick and sweep combo. Austin Uhas with the death warrant on Killbane and goes for the pin, but Jin Kazama breaks up the count at 2. Action from here would see Austin Scythe hitting a brainbuster on Jin, and go to commentary for a second. Here's going, and here comes your CXW reference of the night, Brainbuster! And back to it now, Killbane putting Austin Miles in a torture rack before turning it into a beast powerbomb. The match from here would turn into a big brawl, spilling onto the outside between the two Austin guys. This leaves Jin and Killbane alone in the ring, though. Jin Kazama and Killbane are going at it like hell. Jin getting the upper hand with a Jean-Claude Van Damme spin kick. Yes, this is a Bloodsport reference, evidently. Knocking Killbane into the ropes, position 619 style. Austin Uhas has Austin Miles down on the outside, so he saw Killbane pretty much leaned against the ropes. So he take off running towards Killbane, jumped up high in the air, landing that big Roman Reigns style boot to the face. Now we go to commentary comments, highlighting and closing this match here. Jim Ross starting things off here. Yeah, my God, what a flying boot from Austin Uhas! That's impressive height he got from that very Roman Reigns like. Oh, but Austin Miles coming from behind, and oh my damn! Tossing Austin Uhas into the barricade. Then Miles is laying those blows on the Uhas. back in the ring though. Kilbane dizzy from that flying boot. Jin Kazama, they got it with that lightning punch. And then, 1, 2, 3, ding, 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 your winner and still CRW European Champion after nailing that lightning punch and scoring the pinfall on Kilbane was Jin Kazama. And, here you are right here, Rage. And Pierce did indeed bet on that match. And Pierce goes, "Hey, there you go, Rage, you owe me $50. And Rage said, dag nabbit. Alright, there you go. So Rage gave Pierce that $50 from the bet they made on the match, and we get ready now for some CRW women's tag team action. Shaundi and Ariana versus Jessica Dark and Chastity Moon. Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill, another great song, also on the Saints Row 4 game. My bad, Saints Row 4 game. Played that as Shaundi and Ariana came out to the ring together. Evil Inside Me by Amber and Dawn, shout out to both of these artists here. Blasting throughout the arena as Jessica Dark and Chastity Moon came out. While a valiant effort was put forth by Jessica and Chastity, Shaundi and Ariana, they just clicked. They're like two long lost saints working together or something or another. But Ariana, one of the toughest women that's within the division. She's not the toughest woman on the roster, but she's the toughest wrestling in the division. But Ariana tossing Jessica Dark out of the ring, Jessica Dark falling flat on her face. Meanwhile, Ariana tags in Shaundi after dropping Chastity with the air Carter, which is like a Zippo kick. A Ring of Honor move there. Shaundi climbs the top rope and dives off, getting all of that Shaundi dive, and Shaundi will pin Chastity for the 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. Shaundi and Ariana, your winners, and now we go to special guest ring announcer backstage tonight, or interviewer, I should say. Amy Lita Dumas was standing there with Austin Juhas, so she had this to say. She told Austin, he was assaulted pretty bad out there during that fatal 4-way match, which pretty much cost him, you can't really lie about that, the CRW European Championship. So she asked him if he had any thoughts, and Austin Juhas in classic yell mode here. Get rid of Austin Miles! You want something from me? You feel I'm taking something from you? I'll give you something to bitch about next week. And Austin Juhas at that left. Very small words, but yet very impactful. Classic Austin Juhas yelling there. And Amy Dumas, well, there you have it, and hashtag shout out to her band, the Lucha Gores, plugging that band in. So back to the ringside area here, and we have an interpromotional battle royal as 3R1 Eric Rocket taking on a bouncer, one third of the bouncers, and all three of the bouncers actually in this match right here is Volt Kruger, Sion Barzad, and Cole Lafo were all in this. Also facing Rain. Against Rain, the Beast, Ronnie Ryder, Scott Sonic Johnston, the Suicide Messiah, RPM. His full name is Robert Patrick Astromonaco, but he goes by RPM for short, wrestling references and all. And he is the Suicide Messiah in CRW, so there you go. Versus the current CRW Cruiserweight Champion, he is the stud, Lee Mars. Versus the now renowned Sub-Zero of CRW, Arctica Sub-Zero Ice. And yes, that is Arctica is dragged from his theme song of the same title, Arctica, by Ember and Dawn. That is where that reference comes from. So we are back from commercial break at this point, as all the Battle Royal participants are in the ring. This goes on for a few minutes. RPM looking very strong as a favorite in this match. Cole Lafo, though, was hitting some impressive kicks on Lee Mars. but Mars ducked, and that last kick, and the last kick hit RPM, and that sent him off. He clotheslined Cole hard, and then picked him up, and tossing him up in the air, letting Cole fall flat on his face. RPM then picked Cole up and sent him flying over the ropes, and Cole almost hit the ramp. That's how far he went. He almost hit his head on the ramp. Lee Mars was the next to try and do something, but RPM just clotheslined him over for his troubles. Lee Mars actually slipped upon elimination, falling back and hitting his head on the mat outside. Pretty funny reaction, to being thrown over like that. Rain, actually, though, this is what really cost RPM the match, because RPM was a favorite. This is really what cost RPM the match in my eyes. Rain managed to spit that purple rain mist into RPM's eyes, and that blinded him. It enabled Rain to hit that shining wizard. But Rain's mistake, though, would be... It would basically be... It would be taunting RPM. It enabled RPM to find and grab Rain up. RPM, half blind, still managed to stagger into the ropes and delivered a suicide driver, which is a variation of Sean O'Haire's Widowmaker. And it dropped Rain hard over the top rope, and Rain hit the back of his head. Rain really hit the back of his head hard. I'm surprised if he didn't turn out hurt to a extent from that fall. But Eric Rocket, he was an underdog and a dark horse in this match. He actually crept up behind RPM and threw him over, ending RPM's elimination spree. Now, go to commentary for this bit here, right here, and you hear Pearson, oh my damn, Eric Rocket just eliminated the favorite in this match. Eric Rocket has just eliminated RPM. And Rage, oh man, there may be some repercussions for this. Jim Ross saying, there may very well be, but I think that's going to give us a new favorite to win this battle royal now. And indeed it did. So just stay tuned here as we go through the rest of this synopsis for this match. Volt Kruger was doing great in the Rumble, helping Sion, and even dropping Ice with a Volt screwdriver. But Ronnie Ryder came in there and dropped Sion hard on the mat with one of those F5 turned into RKO. This triggered a reaction in Volt, and, long story short, a clothesline over the top rope took them both out, and they continued to brawl on the outside until security broke them up. And then we go back into the ring now. Sonic would come flying off the top onto Sion with Ice, and Ice with the Sonic Shooting Star Press. Shooting Star Frog Splash, my bad. Really nailing the hit, but Eric Rocket would then take Sonic up off the rebound, and they would go at it. Ice charged at Sonic, but Sonic caught him. Ice reverses and picks Sonic up, dropping him back down with the 99 Crusher. My bad. Hold on, let me go back up for a second. I think I missed a little something. Here we are. Eric Rocket would take Sonic up, rebound, go at it. And here we are. Ice and Sion slowly gathered themselves, getting back to a vertical base. Sion turns around and Ice spears the holy hell out of him before tossing him over. And now we're down to the final three. Ice charging at Sonic, but Sonic caught him. Ice reverses and picks Sonic up, dropping him back down with the 99 Crusher. But Ice was then sidewinded by Eric Rocket, who caught him with a Rocket Enziguri. Eric Rocket went up and was going to fly onto Sonic, but Sonic dodged at the last second, causing Rocket to damage his ribs on the landing. Sonic and Ice then went at it again until Sonic got the upper hand and dropped Ice over the top rope with the Dope Driver. Sonic played to the crowd again, and it cost him, because Rocket managed to get up, turn Sonic around, and boom, nails him with a variation of the Styles Clash that he calls the Rocket Crash. And then Eric Rocket tossed Sonic over, and that earned him the win. So here we are. Short-handed synopsis here. Colefo eliminated by RPM via Skyrocket throwover. Lee Mars eliminated by RPM via clothesline over the top rope. And then Rain eliminated by RPM via suicide driver over the top rope. But, of course, that missed. Remember, that missed. Cost RPMs. After that, Eric Rocket with a sneak throwover eliminating RPM. RPM eliminated by Eric Rocket. Volt Kruger and Ronnie Ryder eliminated themselves and were brawling on the outside. Sion eliminated Ice after, Sion rather, was eliminated by Ice after a spear and a tossover. Ice eliminated by Sonic after taking a dope driver over the top rope. Sonic eliminated by Eric Rocket via a rocket crash and a tossover. So your winner of that match, 3R1, Eric Rocket. And here we are. Showed some. Here's the WWE reference here. Crossfire is the Daniel Bryan, pretty much a CRW. He hijacked Mayhem last week, and we see highlights of that. We go to the office, pretty much the Ripper, Tyler H, and Amy Sky. They're in their office together, and Amy saying, he should be punished for what he did last week, and Tyler H, I don't care, I'll handle this because, well, I am the game. And then Amy yelling at Tyler, saying, you know he should be arrested. And then Tyler said, are you kidding me? I'm just going to go out there after their match tonight and talk to him like a man. And then Amy said, a man? Who are you kidding? He's a troll. And Tyler said, people almost thought it was those two words, suck it. And it got the fans cheering on that particular statement. Tyler said, you're a lot less annoying when you're doing those famous two words. And then he made those two words out there clear, or shut up. The crowd were cheering and laughing at that response as Tyler H walked away, left Amy Sky, Sonic, silent and seething in their office. Not sure if she's going to be doing much talking to him tonight. Not sure if she was doing much talking to him after that show Monday night. So here we are now. Here we are right now. We go to the CRW United States Champion E-Train versus Thunder. Thunder Underground by Ozzy Osbourne played out, but faded into Electric Funeral by Black Sabbath. Thunder came out to a mixed reaction. This is probably because the fans love Ozzy and Black Sabbath in general. Then Berserk by Eminem. Big boast out to Eminem here. Blasting throughout the arena is the CRW United States Champion. E-Train makes his way to the ring Goldberg style, and the fans going wild. Rage saying, there he is, the undefeated United States Champion, E-Train. Well, I'd hate to be Thunder right now. And Thunder's experience enabled him to last until, bam, called Dashi XP in for that one. Bam! The spear by E-Train. E-Train then lifts Thunder up and drops him hard to the mat with the train wreckage. Yes, that is a form of the jackhammer. E-Train hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. E-Train easily retaining the title. But Kid Crush returning to the screen, popping up on a Titantron via satellite, addressing E-Train here, saying, congratulations, but soon I will be back to crush you! And E-Train grabbed the mic and said, well, I guess when you return, you're next to ride on the night train. And fans cheered as Kid Crush faded his satellite out. E-Train continued to celebrate before leaving, slapping hands with the fans on the way out. Your winner and still CRW United States Champion, E-Train. And here, of course, you can tell how we type out the results here. Insert this, insert that. a company, the DMC faction, was coming out tonight. Demon Hunter Nero being accompanied to the ring by the Devil Hunter Dante and the Dark Lord Virgil. They were originally scheduled to take on a newly heel version of a former Fatal Storm member, Bad News Blaze. The B&B trend seemed to be kicking up everywhere now. So here we go. The Game by Disturbed playing as the Demon Hunter Nero comes out with his DMC Devil May Cry brethren, and he's ready for action. So here we are, Into the Mouth of Hell We March by Trivium plays out. But instead of Blaze walking out in his ring gear, he's up on his Bad News Blaze podium, banging that gavel. The fans go from cheering to silent. Blaze speaks out, and the fans start cheering again. He goes, "So you want to face me tonight, Nero? Is that right? Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news." And the fans go from cheering to booing. And Blaze pretty much says, "You see, just like my old team Fatal Storm is dead, you're not gonna get me tonight. But," and he bangs that gavel relentlessly, just banging it. And here we go, he says, "I've got somebody perfect to fight you tonight. You can thank me later. Good night, everybody." And he continued to laugh and bang that gavel until his music faded into Man of Shadows by Candlemass. And we all know who that is. It is the now corporate Assassin. That's right, Assassin went from being masked, completely covered, to where you couldn't even tell if he was a white or a black guy or an Asian or Mexican, Chinese, you name it. You couldn't tell because he was completely decked in black. You could not see nothing on this guy. But when he unmasked and became corporate Assassin, it was known that he is indeed a white man. Not trying to be racist or any sort of form there. He actually looks like Firestar. His hair's kind of covering a scar over his like left or right eye. His hair's covering that scar. Assassin comes out to an arena full of booze and gets in the ring. Nero's doing his best to keep his focus. The bell sounds. Assassin taking advantage here, maintaining it for most of the match, but in the end, Nero was able to mount a comeback and hit the Demon Horns from out of nowhere. Nero quickly pinning Assassin. Assassin's leg was shaking, trying to get out of the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Jim Ross saying, "Good God Almighty, Nero grabbed that victory right out from under Assassin." And it was true. Your winner, the Demon Hunter Nero. But the corporate assassin was not done yet. In a rage fit, he grabs a mic. And here's your other WWE reference here. Several of these, like I said tonight. Corporate assassin in a rage fit grabbed a mic and said, Nero, you got lucky tonight. For my head has been wrapped up in the ongoing investigation from Memphis, Tennessee last week. And I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee, so the show in Memphis last week, not just the WWE, but there was a street show down in Memphis, and this turned out pretty good. They making the WWE references they put on, they are making it look a hell of a lot better than WWE makes it look. But anyway, here we are. Corporate assassin pretty much saying is that now we all know Jerry the King Lawler is the king of Memphis, but he's not here in CRW a lot. So that brings the investigation of Crossfire hijacking Mayhem back to another good friend of the family, and he points to Rage. He says, "You, Emmett Rage Born, you were responsible for getting your connections." And, he's saying you right here. Just another little typo. Now it's fixed. Your connections in Memphis to help Crossfire hijack Mayhem. So if you could please come in this ring. Pierce telling him, good luck, playa. And it's that corporate assassin, Rage, don't make me do this the hard way. And the special op, Jim Johnston Shield, the CRW version of the Shield, the armor coming down. They jump the barricade. Rage saying, what the hell? I didn't have anything to do with this. Seth Ambrose telling him to get in the ring now. The Rage guy in the ring, Assassin speaks out again, says, now I know you're not necessarily in the best shape to take a beating like this, which is why I'm really going to hate having to do this to you. The armor turns their attention to the corner Rage, but Rock Rollins grabbing a mic and speaks out. He says, I don't think Crossfire is going to make it out here to save you. Lucifer Reigns is standing there grinning evilly, but then one by one the armor slowly turns their attention to Corporate Assassin. The CRW universe starts going wild. Could we see it here? Lucifer Reigns, Rock Rollins, and Seth Ambrose, the armor finally turning face. You can hear Corporate Assassin yelling at them, what are you guys doing? Listen to me, do as I say. Well, Rock Rollins did say they were going to do what's best for business. And they decided it was time to revolt. So they jumped Corporate Assassin, and much to the delight of the CRW universe. And when it was all said and done, Lucifer Reigns called for it with that roar. And they dropped Assassin with a triple power bomb. The armor standing tall and united over the fallen Corporate Assassin as we head to commercial break. Expect to see the armor again in just a little bit as they take on Chris Zero, Chris Crusader, and Randy Orton Creed, known as Anarchy Scum. Anyway, now, a match right here. These are the toughest women of CRW, and they don't wrestle in the women's division, per se, unless you count in-game limitations. Dark Maiden Goth Hart, Pamela Dark Maiden Goth Hart, Angel Gat, and Mercy Taylor taking on Dragunov, Darkstone, and Ricky Styles. Well, here we are back from commercial break. Dragunov, Darkstone, and Ricky Styles are standing in the ring. Who are their opponents, though? Well, Drink, Drunk by Hell Yeah would hit, as here we are. Pamela Dark Maiden Goth Hart coming out first, but she signaled for her two partners, Angel Gat and Merciless Taylor. Yes, that's right. These two, they got, things just got real bad for Dragunov, Darkstone, and Ricky Styles. Same right here. Bell sounds, well, guess what happened? DMG started kicking the holy Jack Daniels out of Dragunov before tossing him into the corner to tag out. Angel wanted some too, so she got to pop the proverbial gat upside Darkstone's head, and finally they let Mercy get some of Ricky Styles. DMG got tagged back in, and the three twins, you could say, I guess. The three triplets here. All three got up on the top rope and did a midnight drive to all three of them. All three covering at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Your winners are Dark Maiden Goth Hart, Angel Gat, and Merciless Taylor. DMG grabbed the mic and said, well, that was fun. We should beat some more motherfuckers up sometime. Angel and Mercy obliged. They headed out through the crowd celebrating with the fans, and there you have it.
Anything less from our crazy asses is just unacceptable.
Well, there you have a live statement right there on camera from the DMG. Now here we are. Lucifer Reigns, Rock Rollins, Seth Ambrose come back out. They pass by the DA's leading women as they come down through the crowd. High-fived them along the way as they got in the ring. And Rage busting a thank you here, saying, I gotta say thank you to the armor, and I'm rooting for him personally to get this win tonight. And, rightfully so. Chris Zero having a Wyatt family type thing here, another WWE reference here. Chris Zero saying, College Station, Texas, we're here. blows out that candle lantern, and tired by Stone Sour. Big shout out to Stone Sour here. Picks up throughout the arena as Anarchy Scum Indy comes out Wyatt family style. We are underway here. Chris Zero starting out against Seth Ambrose for a while in this match, about 5 to 10 minutes or so. Zero, Crusader, and Creed take their turns beating on Seth Ambrose, with Ambrose getting some shots in along the way, but not being able to make the tag. Finally, though, Rock Rollins gets the tag and unleashes some of that high-octane offense that we all know and love. Seth Ambrose comes in to help, but Chris Zero utilizes his in-ring general skills to push Seth Ambrose into Rock Rollins, and it caused Rollins to groin himself. It caused him to groin himself on the turnbuckle. Well, this led to some problems. With Ambrose explaining what happened. Rollins, he actually accepted the apology. But not before Crusader came, taking him out with a double suicide dive. Now let's fast forward a little bit as all hell has broken loose. Lucifer Reigns started going crazy at the sight of Seth Ambrose getting beat down. And he broke up Zero's pinfall attempt and started laying into those Superman punches on the entire Scum. Zero tags in Chris Crusader, but Seth Ambrose getting Chris Crusader positioned back down on the rope, 619 style. He signaled for Lucifer Reigns, and here comes Reigns with that flying boots. F. Ambrose would then hit the armor breaker. Yeah, that's what he calls his headlock driver, everybody. He would then hit the armor breaker on Chris Crusader. Seth Ambrose then tags in Lucifer Reigns to finish the job as Ambrose and Rollins do a double rope flip over onto Chris Zero and Randy Creed. Lucifer Reigns sizes up Chris Crusader and boom! Nails him with the spear. There's the Edge shout out there. Spear. Lucifer Reigns pins Chris Crusader as the CRW Universe chant along to this. Chants along. 1, 2, 3. And you go to your commentary for these little comments here. Pierce saying, "Oh my damn, what a match." Jim Ross saying, "That was definitely one hell of a slobber knocker." And then Rage saying, "Hey, congratulations to the Armor." And your winners are Lucifer Reigns, Rock Rollins, and Seth Ambrose, the Armor. Thank you, honey. And cut now. We go back to our next match. Pardon me, throat was a little parched here, trying to keep this camera focused, and having to take a drink right here. Throat got a little parched. We went to commercial break, and we come back. We have the Maniac Johnny Gat and the Inferno Triple X. Yes, they are two of the Deadly Saints, taking on Josh Knight and the Rebel Jesse Gates. And this match was labeled Rumble Winners versus Entitlement. Back from commercial break as Angel Gat joins in on commentary for this match. Her theme, Angel of Death by Slayer, mixed with America by Deuce fading out. Big shout out to those two artists. And rest in peace, Jeff Hanneman. Rage, going to commentary here. Rage welcoming Angel, saying, welcome Angel. Obviously out here to support your husband, Johnny Gat, and fellow Deadly Alliance / Saints brother and Triple X. And Angel said, well, thank you, Rage. And yes, of course, Preacher Man. Pierce saying, trend now too. And his little gangster speak here. Horrible. Some botched commentary here, But classic Pierce there. That's a trend too, saying, see, that's a trend too. And Jim Ross, well then, I guess that's just one of many, with Cat's puns being another, and hell, even Zinyak tasting it looking like Hubba Bubba chewing gum. Another food reference there by Jim Ross. Good old JR, yeah, I love you, man, but making a lot of food references on the CRW commentary table. Angel saying, JR, do you ever stop thinking about food? 10,000 Fists by Disturbed hits Josh Knight come out first to a course of boos. Grabs the mic and says, I should be main eventing. It's my time. Everybody else has had their time. And then Angel on the commentary just, oh, God damn it, shut up, Josh. You will get your time, but you keep wanting it way sooner than what the plan's unfolding. Your attitude just stinks at times. And that is the truth. Josh Knight, you gotta love his abilities, but the guy gets a sour attitude at times when things don't go his way right away. Meanwhile, Josh back in the ring yells out, and my partner tonight, we may not see eye to eye, but he's another deserving more than what he's gotten so far. He is the Rebel, Jesse Gates. So the Pride by Five Finger Death Punch, shout out to them, hits as Jesse Gates comes out to a mixed reaction. Well, up next, after a commercial, Triple X will be coming out. And this one was a CRW YouTube commercial, followed up by a CRW WrestleMania 30 commercial. WrestleMania Triple X titled after Triple X. Hell, think about it. And we're back. Here comes Triple X. What You Looking At by Uncle Cracker featuring Kid Rock. The act, as you may know, was the theme for X Factor in WWE back in the early 2000s, which of course now is not used anymore. So all systems go for Triple X taking this theme and running with it. And it really fits him. You can hear Triple X's smoky laughter as he comes out X-Pac style, slapping hands with the fans. You hear the gun shooting. That's right, it's Warning Shot by Machine Gun Kelly featuring Cassie, and that is from Saints Row 4 as well. You know what that means. Johnny Gat coming out Randy Orton style. Soaks in the cheers, slaps some hands as he gets into the ring, goes to a turnbuckle, climbs up to that second rope, poses for the fans, and when he jumps down, he raises that single John Morrison style fist up high. And here we go, bell sounds, and here we go. Match being constant back and forth, a bunch of action in this one. Gat hits the Gat drop on Knight. Knight kicks out at 2. Triple X comes back in and knocks Jesse Gates off the apron with the X-Ray Trouble. Josh Knight starts beating on Triple X, and Gat tries to intervene, but Knight just completely snaps, and the referee is allowing it. Oh wait, that's right. It is the drunken Mad TV one, Kenny Rogers. Of course it's gonna happen. Josh Knight ends the onslaught by hitting a Nighty Night, which is like a GTS, on Johnny Gat. And a Nighty Night, hitting a Nighty Night on Johnny Gat. But I didn't think Josh was done there. No, he's Rage saying this. I'm tempted to get in the ring. I'm tempted to get in that ring and do something about this. This is just wrong. Angel Gat says, well, make it so, number 2. And Pierce Washington said, ha! Nice codename Kissing That Stall reference. And Angel saying, dude. Angel saying, dude, is that your face or did your neck throw up? God, stop talking to me. Just a bunch of good-ass commentary in it and throughout the night. All in all, Triple X comes back and starts going ballistic on Josh Knight. Jesse Gates comes back in, but gets battering rammed into Josh Knight. Triple X uses Gates to do the poetry in motion on Knight. Angel even saying to Pierce, God, stop talking to me. Triple X then signal for it. with the roll-up taunt, followed by a DX chop, and boom! Triple X with the X Destroyer on the Josh Knight. And Angel getting into it now, saying, yeah, come on, teach them to respect their elders. Triple X then does a springboard moonsault over the ropes onto Jesse Gates as Johnny Gat sizes up Josh Knight, drops him with a spinning fisherman brainbuster, and we now know that Johnny Gat is calling that spinning fisherman brainbuster the revolving Gat cannon, and getting the CRW universe into it now by pounding the mat Randy Orton style, and Dazed Josh Knight gets up and he wanders into a Chaos Theory, and that will do it. Gat covers Knight for the 1, 2, 3, and there you have it. Let's go one up. Let's go up for the good guys. The Deadly Saints prevail. And now, if you'll excuse me, thanks for the Jack Daniels. Go. But now, it's time to go celebrate with the boys. I'm out of this bitch, says Angel. And Jim Ross saying this, don't forget to give them some of that JR's barbecue they've been asking for. And then Angel, thanks, I'll take it to them. So, another daggone food reference by Jim Ross there. Your winners, Johnny Gat and Triple X, the Deadly Saints. We get ready for the main event as Johnny Gat, Triple X, and Angel Gat head back to celebrate. And here we are now, the main event. CRW World Heavyweight Champion Firestar Hart, Crossfire, and Blackheart versus Zinyak, Shao Kahn, and Shang Tsung. Zen Outworld. You can hear a storm throughout the arena as an Outworld metal arrangement blares throughout the arena. We all know who this is. Zinyak, Shao Kahn, and Shang Tsung coming out to major boos. You sure sense the sarcasm here. You sure can't tell these guys are arch nemesis, or arch enemies of the Deadly Alliance. Anyway, Red Foreman back out now. Some more Red Foreman references here. Big shout out to that 70s show. Red Foreman saying, it is main event time. Hopefully all you dumbasses enjoyed the show. We love you all, and don't bother chanting I love you back, because I already know. And out to the ring, there's Zinyak, Shao Kahn, Shang Tsung, Zen Outworld. And coming down next, he is the master of the PhD, Blackheart. And, here you are, Black Tongue, one of, Blackheart's 2 themes here. Hitting as he come out. Big Show style, clapping to the crowd here. Red Foreman next. Next out, you gotta respect that beard. He is Crossfire. Death and Fire by Monomorph blasting as Crossfire leads the CRW Yes movement. Yes, another Daniel Bryan reference here. As he yes, Daniel Bryan's his way down the ring. Down to the ring. Respect the beard. Red Foreman saying now, and last but not least, you guys love this man from Nashville, Tennessee, now residing in College Station, Texas. He is one of your hometown heroes, weighing in at 234 pounds. He is the CRW World Heavyweight Champion and the flaming leader of the Deadly Saints. Yes, Firestar Hart. And have to send a big shout out to Avenged Sevenfold here. Shepherd of Fire by Avenged Sevenfold kips up as the CRW Universe erupts, blowing the roof off the place for CRW World Heavyweight Champion Firestar Hart's mesmerizing Triple H style entrance. Except, little difference is a little Jeff Hardy in there after that. Yes, I am Firestar Hart. Why am I referencing myself in third person? No, well, it's because I'm delivering you guys the results here. So, please work with me. Real name is Phil Massey, by the way. So please do pound that like button. Pound that like button down. Super kick it down. Sweet chin that like button. Subscribe. Favorite, comment, anything. What you may want to see as well. If I can do it, I will. Any particular games or whatnot, we'll do it. And here we go. Now, Rage saying, "It is main event time as Firestar's tough but lovely wife, Dark Maiden Gothhot, joins us on commentary." How you doing, Pamela? And DMG, I'm doing good. Just out here drinking some good old-fashioned Jack and Coke. Watching my husband and his team wolf some Zen Out World ass. Here's saying, "I can feel you on that, Pammy." Jim Ross, "This is gonna be one hell of a slobber knocker, and I've got plenty of JR's barbecue to get us all through this match, as it's surely gonna be a lengthy one." And right, JR was on that. Listen to this, hey. Now, I can thank RPM for this Quad Squad reference here. No diss whatsoever. In fact, I'm a big fan of most of the guys referencing this. This is just for comedic effect, really. Part of the Quad Squad. Here we go. Now, I can thank RPM for this. Kevin Nash rings the starting bell and dislocates his quad. Jim Ross, "Oh, come on! Seriously, RPM hired the Quad Squad? Oh my damn, I hope the curse doesn't play CRW." Well, as long as most of the quad breaking room humor stays amongst the Quad Squad, I think we may be okay. Well, this match is pretty much hell in a handbasket, as JR would say, as Crossfire starts out the match, trying to overcome the odds, but Shang Tsung was the only even match. Crossfire was just about overpowered by Shao Kahn and Zenyak, but boy oh boy did Blackheart shake things up when he came face to face with Big Shao Kahn. It blew the roof off the joint. And look at this encounter. Oh my damn, epic proportions here. This ring cannot possibly hold these two. These two big bastards are about to whoop the holy shit out of each other. And Blackheart and Shao Kahn trading blows back and forth, and boom! Blackheart with a big right hand, knocking Shao Kahn down. Firestar and Crossfire double running corkscrew over the top rope onto Zenyak and Shang Tsung here. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Shao Kahn with a Warhammer, a variation of the Bullhammer, hitting the Warhammer on Blackheart here. Shao Kahn 1, 2. Firestar makes the save. Crossfire comes in, but gets a big boot from Shao Kahn. Kahn turns around to a sweet chin music. Kahn gets knocked into a BHD, which is a variation of the WMD, and Blackheart, the BHD, short for Blackheart Defect. Shao Kahn, though, falls into a tag to Zenyak, who is now back on the apron. And, Shao Kahn going out of the ring from there. And Rage saying, "I don't know if Kahn was still unconscious or if that was just pure instinct on his part." Zenyak comes in, but hey, there's Firestar Heart. Firestar Heart springboards in with a shooting star clothesline. Firestar sure is feeling it tonight. And DMG saying, "Get that alien-looking motherfucker, baby." Rage saying, and the DMG getting into it even more now. "It's time for the leader of the Deadly Saints to tear the roof off this joint." Good God, the crowd is buzzing. Firestar then picks Zenyak up and drops him with a spinning fisherman brainbuster. Pierce going, "There's another brainbuster! Hashtag CXWI. Big shout out to the guys over there, which I also wrestle over there. Need you mind, I'm Firestar, of course. Firestar kicking things up into high gear here, dropping Zenyak with a Shoryuken uppercut. Yes, that's right, a Shoryuken uppercut. Zenyak rolls out of the ring, though. Blackheart goes to Zenyak, but Zenyak catches him with a Zendegree. And that's a variation of the pedigree right there, a Zendegree. And Jim Ross, just like that, a Zendegree from out of nowhere. Damn it, get up, Blackheart, says DMG. Firestar and Shang Tsung outside brawling now. Firestar getting the upper hand here until Zenyak comes around and decks Crossfire on the way to them. And then drops Firestar on the outside with a, well, you guessed it, brainbuster. Zenyak rolls Firestar into the ring, goes for a pin, and then Rage saying, "God damn it, Zenyak's gonna win it." DMG saying, don't even think about counting Firestar out. Jim Ross saying, "Here's another drink, DMG." Pierce saying, "Oh my damn, it's absolute chaos." 1, 2. Firestar kicks out. Rage saying, his brains were scrambled on the outside and he still kicked out. I told you, player, don't ever underestimate the boss in his Rick Ross voice. Rage saying, I wasn't, but damn, this man is like supernatural. And I always feel honored and privileged to call his matches. As you should. The Dark Maiden has spoken, and now back to my drinking. So Dark Maiden, back to her drinking now. Back to the action now. Zinyak goes for a Zendegree, but Firestar reverses with a backdrop and then goes running to the ropes, springboarding back with another major Shoryuken uppercut here. Here we are, Firestar. Now Rage saying something else. That just about knocked his head off. And there you go. Firestar now picks Zinyak up as we see Crossfire and Shang Tsung brawling on the outside. Back in the ring, Firestar drops Zinyak with his own version of the pedigree that he calls the Wings of Fire. Hart now going for the pin. 1, 2. Zinyak kicks out. Firestar then nails the dead end and goes up top, flying down with a corkscrew swanton bomb. Very amazing. It's nice to see Firestar back into shape to do what his backfire was originally designed to do, and that be a corkscrew swanton bomb. It's nice to see Firestar back in that kind of shape. Backfire connects 1, 2, but Firestar lets up and instead locks Zinyak in the sharpshooter in the center of the ring. And it's all over now. He's got that sharpshooter locked in. You want a slobber knocker on the main event? Shang Tsung, though, knocks Crossfire down, gets in just in time to break it up. We also see Shao Kahn on the outside of the ring, getting up right around the same time Blackheart does, but Blackheart catches Shao Kahn with a spear. Shao Kahn turns flips inside out. As he is down again with Blackheart on the outside. Shang Tsung knocks Firestar into referee Kevin Nash. But as Shang Tsung went for the Soul Stealer, Baraka came running down with Austin Yuhas. And they started taking it to Shang Tsung, but Shang would get some help from Zinyak here, the two out of the ring. And Kevin Nash, mind you, is down holding his quad. And Rage saying, this whole thing is broken down to absolute chaos. Good Lord, there are bodies flying all over the place. Firestar gets Shang Tsung outside and delivers a Wings of Fire right through the Spanish announce table. Jim Ross on that food reference again. Well, I'm sure glad I didn't crash through this table in the barbecue. Jim Ross, haven't you had just about enough of that? Now get me some! He did say that was for all of us. This match is, well, excuse my French, damn awesome. As you all know, Rage is a preacher man and doesn't really cuss a lot. And now Kevin Nash gets back up to a vertical base slowly after Shang Tsung calls him to nearly blow his quad out of place. And Zinyak has found himself in trouble. Firestar, Crossfire, and Blackheart all have him surrounded. Zinyak goes after Blackheart but gets a BHD for his troubles. Zinyak then staggers into a sweet chin music from Firestar, which knocked him into a Crossfire running third-degree knee. That's right. Firestar pins Zinyak, and Kevin Nash tears his quad, sure enough, going down for the count. Crowd counting with it. 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. Of course, Kevin Nash completely dislocating that quad there. God, I hope he can walk next week. Ding, ding, ding. Your winners. Here you are for Red Foreman saying, your winners, the CRW World Heavyweight Champion, Firestar, Hart, Crossfire, and Blackheart. And your winners, of course, sure enough, Rage saying this, what a match! No, wait! That's Tyler Rage and Killzone! They're attacking Firestar, Crossfire, and Blackheart. Now, damn it! Just damn it! Pierce saying, yeah, but here comes Adam Rush. Well, the Armor's there too. They're gonna take it to Zen Out World. Austin U.S. Baraka all fighting Zen Out World to the back. But that, as DMG even got up with it, that left Crossfire alone in the ring, pretty much. Jack the Ripper by Motorhead playing, Tyler H coming down in his suit, confronting Crossfire in the middle of the ring, and Tyler H, skipping right to the good stuff here. Tyler H telling Crossfire, I gotta say, after everything I've thrown at you, you're still standing. Your WWE reference definitely right here at the end of the show. And that is something I can say as all these fans chant for you, you've earned my respect. Crossfire nodding and smirking, pretty much smart-ass type of look on his face. Amy Sky came out, though, really laid in hard to ordering Crossfire to be arrested. And he was handcuffed and beaten down by the policeman. Tyler H intervened, though. Said, hey guys, lay off of him already. You're not even real cops. The cops decided they were going to leave the ring. The cops left the ring, and Tyler H then said, besides, I'm really going to enjoy doing this myself. So Tyler H started laying in those stomps, Crossfire crowd booing like crazy, and throws Crossfire into the steps, even into the barricade, and using a steel chair after all that to bash his shoulder and head into the ring post, before ending all that with a ripping pedigree. And the show goes off air with Tyler H and Amy Sky kissing and standing tall over the fallen Crossfire. And the synopsis here, very graphic. It did leave Crossfire with a major shoulder injury from an already bugged one and a minor concussion. So here's a quick synopsis of what happened to end all this, to end this review and results screening. Tyler H and Killzone come running down and start assaulting Firestar, Crossfire, and Blackheart after the match. Firestar and Blackheart end up fighting Zen Outworld and Killzone out of the arena, which I believe now Killzone may be challenging Firestar's streak at WrestleMania 30. That's right. It may very well be the Soldier Killzone versus the Firestarter, Firestar Hart, at WrestleMania 30. Well, let's see if I can defend my streak against the guy. And after Adam Rush comes out aiding them, then Tyler H picks up Crossfire and says he just wants to talk. Well, then Amy Sky came out and, ordered Crossfire to be arrested. Tyler H totally flips the script, going as far as to say that the cops weren't even real before proceeding to beat the holy hell out of a defenseless Crossfire, leaving Mayhem to go off air with Crossfire being stretchered out. CRW Mayhem goes off air to the CRW universe, absolutely stunned. Absolutely shocking. This Mayhem, I personally will give it maybe Star-Studded Mayhem. I may be biased. I may sound biased because it's my own company or whatnot. But I would have to give this a 10 out of 10 as far as the amount of action that was packed into the show alone. Just everything seemed well laid out, very shocking, and I'd have to give it a perfect score. What would you give it, DMG? What would you give it?
I don't give number ratings if it's awesome. If I can drink too, and it don't put me to sleep, well then guess what? It was good.
Well, there you have it. A good Mayhem review from her. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, guys. Be sure to leave your ratings and your comments on the Facebook page and on the YouTube page, as I will be uploading this to YouTube. So until then, take care, guys, and hopefully, see you guys then. Firestar out.